And I think काफी contrasting attires हैं आज हमारे.
हो गए ना? Yeah.
और मेरा रेबेका का जितना भी experience रहा है, I've met her before. She's very funky in her attire and very candid. So आज तो it's a lot of surprise.
That's a different side to me.
Yeah, I'm feeling like कोई और रेबेका आ गई है मेरे सामने. I haven't seen this before, but nice. You look lovely.
Thank you.
Rebecca, what do you understand by our thank you? What is your interpretation?
See, if you talk about boundaries, if I have to come from my perspective, it's definitely having healthy boundaries with anything and everything that you do.
Right.
Not just your relationships, but definitely everything. And balance sheets, I think since I'm a commerce student, balance sheets is just one thing for me, which is the balance sheets.
Yeah. That is why we came up with this series, because balance sheets never match. And so is life. Both ends never match. And I think you are the perfect person that we are starting this series with, because the designation, the social service that you're doing for a lot of people is necessary and it is the need of the hour. आप लोग नहीं जानते अभी Rebecca कौन है, so let's start with your introduction.
Sure. Hi, I'm Rebecca and I'm a relationship coach. I don't just help you figure out your romantic relationships, but also your other interpersonal relationships and majorly your own relationship with your own self. That is something that's extremely important for you to know what you want and what you don't want. Once you figure that out, you're just sorted. So that's what I do.
Very true. ऐसा लग रहा है reality movie. Okay, so let's start. Inspiration. Could you share a bit about your journey into becoming a relationship coach and what inspired you basically to pursue this?
So honestly, it was my personal experience. I was dealing with a lot of things in my own relationship and I realized that we both just didn't know what we wanted and where all of this was going. And it was during COVID, actually post-COVID, 2021. That's when I started thinking that I needed someone at that point in time who I could really talk to. And without being judged, without being misunderstood. And you know, at that point in time, आपको ज्ञान नहीं चाहिए. You just want someone to be listening to you. That's it.
Right.
Without any advices, nothing. You don't want any of that, right? I was pulling myself out of those dark spaces. And I wanted to be that person for people.
So that being said, you know, यही होता है. लोग क्या कहते हैं? It's not permanent. Whatever you're feeling will go away. सब ठीक हो जाएगा. You don't need to, hear that.
Yeah.
When actually you're talking to someone about your issues.
Yeah.
This is like a biggest turn off.
Yes.
कि सब ठीक हो जाएगा. We know सब ठीक हो जाएगा. This feeling is not permanent. हमें पता है कि this feeling is not permanent. Exactly what you said. एक listener चाहिए होता है.
Yeah.
We just need to be heard.
Yeah.
और कुछ नहीं है.
Yeah.
So nice. Guys, पूछ सकते हो तुम लोग अपने relationship में personally questions. Okay. The next very important question. How do you define boundaries in relationships and also in workplace? Because to be very honest, if I talk about myself, I struggle with boundaries in workplace. I easily get hurt, and I think hurt उन्हीं को होता है जो जिनको matter करती है चीजें, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think, why do you think that they're crucial for maintaining the healthy dynamics? Be it a relationship, be it a mom-dad relationship, be it friends, be it workplace, be it colleagues. How important is boundaries, and how would you suggest, what should be the course of action for keeping those boundaries?
This is going to be a little long answer.
Yeah.
Because see, what really happens, we as individuals, we forget that we are individuals. Anywhere, be it personal relationships, or be it at workplace, or be it with your parents, it's anything basically, not just a romantic relationship. So, when you lose that individuation, you're basically just becoming the other person. Okay, you just lose yourself and you start doing things for other people. That doesn't mean you don't do things for other people. You have to do those things.
Completely related.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because nowadays you must have heard self-love and all of those things. But you don't have to become selfish. It doesn't have to be that you're just going on doing things for yourself and you don't even bother about the other person.
Right.
It's not just you, it's other people as well. But that's where boundaries come in.
Completely related.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because nowadays you must have heard self-love and all of those things. But you don't have to become selfish. It doesn't have to be that you're just going on doing things for yourself and you don't even bother about the other person.
Right.
You know, it's not just you, it's other people as well. But that's where boundaries come into play. That's why we say healthy boundaries.
Right.
You don't have to have those walls around you. Boundaries are just boundaries. And you need to learn, it's like a journey.
Right.
You cannot have them overnight. You cannot bring them down overnight. You just have to develop gradually. So that's the whole thing here. So boundaries is you not losing yourself.
और आपके साथ तो ये ना आपका प्रोफेशन ये है you're listening to people like the entire day and before sleeping your mind is actually मतलब if I see someone crying I feel like I should cry as well because we are sensitive when it comes to these issues and how do you deal with it मतलब of course you're talking to 10 people and everybody is not in the same mindset कि आप सबको address करो but it's a profession you have to address entertain everybody that is coming to you. So how you sleep at night with those thoughts, how you manage to keep those away, how do you define boundary in your profession?
Okay, now that you asked me this question, I realize I don't have any thoughts. Once the session is over, I'm just done with it. Energetically, definitely I feel low because it's like people dumping their load on you.
Exactly my point.
Yeah. So you feel low just in energy, not in any other way. Not that I'm thinking or not that I got triggered by hearing something that happens too. You know, sometimes people are talking about something and maybe you've been through something like that.
Right.
But I think when I'm in this session, this is something I've developed over a period of time. I won't say I was this person. But honestly, like when people are talking, when they are, like discussing their own experiences or something that triggered them or something that hurt them, I don't think anything. I'm like in the moment, I'm just listening to you, I'm here for you, I'm your mirror. You just have to detach.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nice, huh? Another question in this as well. In your perspective, what sets a life coach apart from a psychologist in terms of their approach and methods in helping clients navigate through their life challenges?
So a psychologist is basically someone who's dealing with more serious stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're basically doctors. They can prescribe you medicines and, treat mental illnesses. But as far as a coach is concerned, a coach is like your friend. We are just guiding you through, we are listening to you. We are not here to give you any medication. We are not prescribing you any of that. And we're just like your buddies and we just partner with you. We are not superior to you. We are equals. So we partner with you for you to figure your way out.
Okay.
It's that is the major difference here.
So a dumb question, but a person coming to you, he or she is also seeking therapy, and a person who's coming to a psychologist, he or she is also seeking therapy. Both of them will be considered as therapy.
Not really. This is more like coaching, but we put everything under the same umbrella now. But actually that is therapy because you're going to a therapist, a psychiatrist. They're taking care of you, and if you're in depression, maybe your coach cannot help you. You can just be heard. But if you're dealing with clinical depression, you need to be put on medication. That's like a chemical imbalance that needs to be sorted. Yeah.
But you can at least, you can judge, क्या frequency पे उनका illness है. If they need a coach or they need a professional, not professional, actually a doctor's consultancy, what we call it.
Yeah. That's how we have discovery sessions. So the first session is always the discovery session. Where we both get to decide, not just me but also the client gets to decide whether they could actually connect with me and if they could talk to me about their issues or not, and I get to decide whether what they are talking about, whether that's coachable or not.
And do you also suggest I have never had therapy and I just know some people who does, and doctors suggest them some exercises, just the normal exercises. Now internet is full of exercises, रात को सोने से पहले that gratefulness that you should maintain, you should give some time to yourself. Me time is like in a hype after COVID, now it is actually gained a lot of attention and traction when it comes to that. So do you also suggest do you also suggest exercises, or you just, what's the stages if somebody is reaching out to you? First you mentioned it's discovery. What next? What next on plate?
So then we start with the sessions. Okay, once we both have decided that okay, this is something. So I get to know right after the discovery session. I always tell the client to take a day or two to process whatever this was.
Okay.
And they can come back to me. Which that's what they do because they feel that connect.
Yeah.
You know, sadly, what is happening nowadays is that all these therapists, even coaches for that matter, they are all becoming very mechanical. You know, so if they want to do sessions, they just want to quickly finish that 1 hour because they want to make their money. So what is lacking is a human connection.
Yeah.
You won't believe I have about 4 or 5 clients who've gone to different therapists and they've come to me and they're continuing their journey with me because they feel that connect. You need that connect.
Right. What's the point of having a therapy session when you're unable to connect with the other person? What's the point in the first place?
There's absolutely no point.
Yeah.
Because you're going and you can just, you know, that's like as AI is coming in and, you know, like all of these things have become a big thing. But where is the human connection there? That is one thing that can never be taken over by anything. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Even if you're talking to Siri all day or, you know, like you have those, I've seen those toys for kids now where, you know, like you have a companion. What is that companion?
Yeah.
Where's the human connection?
Strangely, when Snapchat AI came in, though actually some stats came out that people are talking to AI now. They don't have even people to talk to because now AI is suggesting what you can wear the day. You can tell the mood and AI will suggest you. So Snapchat AI has gotten the most traction from teenagers. Can you believe that? They're asking an AI to suggest them clothes. They're talking about their life to them and they are replying to whatever answers that has been fed to an AI. Those generic shit. And they're okay. And they're talking to them and I was like, what the hell? AI removed. You don't have people or friends to talk to. Don't you have a family? And I've seen that myself. And I was like, oh my god, people are so fucking lonely. Sorry. Fucking beep.
So that is insane stuff.
Exactly. And I was like, oh my god, this world's need a better place, a more safer place to talk to have conversations. And you know, but the teenagers are the most problematic.
Because they are in that age where they actually need people to talk to. What would you do?
Okay, moving forward. Client experiences. Could you share a challenging situation you have encountered with a client and how you managed it? Conversely, what's been your most rewarding situation working with a client?
Challenging would be... So there was this one client. She reached out to me. We did one session with her. And all through the session, she was just crying. 1 minute into the session, she just broke down. And she was just crying all through the session. And she was like, I don't know, I want to feel normal. I want to become normal. And I don't want to feel this way. Just get me out of this. I don't want to feel how I feel right now. I want to get back to feeling normal.
And how you managed it?
I couldn't have said anything. You know, like that session, I was just hearing her out. And she told me she's going to get back to me. She hasn't gotten back yet. But I don't know if I should say this. I hope she doesn't come back to me. I felt like shit after that session. It took me 2 days to come out of that. Now, that has been the most challenging until now. And if you talk about the rewarding ones, I think most of my sessions are very rewarding. Like with most of my clients, I feel that way because they're actually progressing. And I don't want to take the credit for that. It's them. You know, there are people who don't want to put in the work. I cannot do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. There's no magic wand or anything. If you're putting in the work, you'll figure it out.
Rebecca, this is one of the most frequently asked questions. Many people wonder if therapists also seek therapy for themselves. As a coach, do you engage in any forms of personal development or seek guidance from any mentor or coach that you have to enhance your own well-being?
100%. Yeah. So when I did my course, when I did my certification, so we were assigned 2 mentor coaches. And one of them, I have actually developed a personal relationship with her because she was absolutely amazing. She is absolutely amazing. And I keep going back to her every now and then if I need help, if I'm getting stuck somewhere. If I am in my thoughts,
Got it.
so we do.
Yeah. और ये तो मेरा पर्सनल सवाल है. When supporting a friend, a lot many times people come. Of course, we have friends, we have siblings and everything. When they are dealing with something, when they are dealing with anxiety, when they are dealing with something or sorts, they have their thoughts. What should be my course of action? What practical advice or strategies do you typically recommend to help them navigate through their challenges? वही बात है, वो नहीं कहना है कि सब ठीक हो जाएगा, नहीं बोलना. तो कैसे अपने फ्रेंड को सपोर्ट दिया जाए, कैसे वो अपने सिबलिंग को वो सपोर्ट दिया जाए, बिकॉज एवरीबडी इज नॉट स्टिल नाउ दे आर नॉट रेडी टू रीच आउट टू थेरेपिस्ट एंड कोचेस. और हर प्रॉब्लम के साथ तो नहीं जा सकते ना. रोज तो मैं भी नहीं आपको कॉल कर सकती हूँ ना. तो क्या करना चाहिए, क्या फैमिली को क्या करना चाहिए, फ्रेंड्स को क्या करना चाहिए इफ कोई फैमिली में स्ट्रगल कर रहा है.
So the thing with me is that I never sugarcoat anything. Like I'm very blunt. And this is something that's helping people. It helped me because you don't go in that victim mindset. Because what really happens is you just keep thinking about that. You're just going down that rabbit hole. And you're like, oh my god, this happened to me, that happened to me. I'm so anxious. Everybody's anxious.
Yeah.
In this world that we are living in today, we have so much to look at. We have so much competition. We are constantly feeling that we are lagging. You need that pep talk, you need that push.
Right.
So my friends, they always make fun of me. They're like, okay, you just have one thing to say. So for me, when I say something, that's the mantra that I live by. This is something that you have to sit through. You have to sit through the uncomfortable emotions. You have to sit through the discomfort. You have to sit through the pain. There is no shortcut. There's 100% no shortcut there.
जो है फील कर लो, process
करो, उसको करना पड़ेगा. You'll have to process those thoughts. Because if you don't, if you're just going on covering it up by something, and that's what we mostly do, because we don't want to feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Nobody wants to feel that way. So just to cover that discomfort, what we do, we are just covering it up with stupid things.
Right.
You're trying to fill that, I won't call it a void at that point in time, but you're just trying to cover it up. So what really happens once you've put it under the rug, you've kept it inside, you've suppressed it, and it's going to come out in uglier ways later, and that's going to happen 100%. There's no way it won't.
Amazing. That's it for this segment. Next segment, what's my solution? So that's what's Rebecca's solution to this. How can we cater people who don't have access to you or people like you? How you can target the mass audience who need help. Everybody can't afford your sessions. What to do? Let's assume सबके पास मोबाइल भी नहीं है. Struggle तो सब कर रहे हैं. Recently, this topic has come up after COVID. Post-COVID actually identify हो गया. Earlier हमारे mom dad के लिए भी concept नया था, but now they have understood that mental health is a thing more than physical health. So how to reach to those masses?
Okay, this answer is going to be like super candid. Okay. आप जो masses की बात कर रहे हो, जिनके पास फोन ही नहीं है. So I attended this inner engineering program at Isha Foundation. Yeah. It was a 4-day program. It was amazing. I'd gone to the ashram and I'd done that.
Oh, nice.
So Sadhguru said this one thing that has stayed with me till date. So if you talk about masses, the people who don't have phones, जिनके पास ये luxuries ही नहीं है, वो एक वो class of people है जो अपने खाने पीने के लिए भी struggle कर रहे हैं. उनके पास टाइम नहीं है इन सब चीजों के लिए.
Point taken.
They don't need help with all these things. उनको help चाहिए because they are going out to earn food for themselves. उनके लिए ये problems नहीं है. Their problems are bigger.
Right.
These problems are for the people who are sorted with everything else, and these are problems that are created. वो लोग उनके पास create करने के लिए time नहीं है.
Nice, super. काफी serious हो गया, तो थोड़ा fun segment करते हैं. ठीक है? Gen Z lingo test करते हैं.
Oh my god.
How good are you with that? फिर वो मैं decide कर लूँगी कि किस level के पूछूँ आपसे.
I don't know. Like until you ask me. If I'm really bad, please cut that. Be nice to me.
Definitely for this. Please cut that.
Yeah.
So let's start with a simple one.
Okay.
What's the full form of LOML? LOML.
LOML.
This you should know. This you should know.
What is LOML? Give me a hint. What is L?
It's related to your profession.
Really?
Yeah.
No clue.
Love of my life.
Oh my god. I couldn't have thought of this.
Okay. NPC.
Oh shit. I don't know any of this.
Wow.
What is NPC?
मैं ही हूँ Gen Z guys. मेरा स्कोर अच्छा है. NPC is non-player character. जो सिर्फ हाँ में हाँ मिला दे किसी से without putting their point across is NPC.
Really?
अच्छा, this is an easy one. No cap. No cap there.
No cap there. Shit. I don't know any of this.
You are looking lovely. No cap there.
Like no doubt about it.
No lie.
No lie.
No cap is no lie.
I know NGL, not gonna lie. I use all of that. TBH. This is going. The TBH. This is going next level, man. I don't know any of this.
Tell me TBF.
TBF.
No, I said the same thing.
I don't know this.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Yeah.
वो F कहीं और ही जाता है.
Yeah.
The brain just goes somewhere.
WTF का इतना हो गया ना हमें. वो
Yeah.
F का ही है हमारा.
Yeah.
It's
WTF, FTW. You know FTW?
Yeah.
Okay. So I use all of these. This is just going to some next level. I don't know.
Achha, last. This is easy. Not easy.
Easy for you maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Touch grass.
I think I heard this somewhere, but
Yeah, you must have heard it. Because recently वो चला ना Didulu is not the only Silulu.
yeah. But I'm in my Delulu era.
I'm also in my Delulu. I always stay in my Delulu.
Yeah.
There's no Silulu I need. I am the best, dash the rest.
Touch grass.
Yeah. It's high time that you should touch grass. Or
Like come to reality.
exactly. Moving to our next fun section, which is would you rather questions.
Okay.
First, would you rather win the lottery but lose all your friends? Or lose all your money but find your soulmate?
I'd rather lose all my money and find my soulmate.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's like, why to go A and B? Let's go C. Okay.
I can't lose my friends. Like money is something that I value. Like I like the nicer things. I'm that person. But not over all of this. And when I say it, I really mean it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Would you rather spend $1 million on therapy or $1 million on travel?
Travel.
Travel?
100%.
Travel is therapy.
If you're traveling, you don't need therapy.
Chit tax में आए हो तो कुछ ऐसा भी. Would you rather heal your past self or have your finances in place?
I'd rather heal my past self.
Finances की पढ़ी नहीं.
Finances की नहीं पड़ी, but also I'll give you a reason. थोड़ा सा serious हो जाएगा ये.
करो.
If you've not dealt with your past self, you're carrying it with you. So even if you have all the money in the world, it is not going to make you happy.
Finances के लिए chit tax है guys. Would you rather involve your partner in every financial decision, no matter how small or big, or have the freedom to make financial choices independently?
I'd rather have the freedom to make the financial decisions independently. Unless it's something really big and it concerns the both of us. And see, in a marriage, things are very different. But
Yeah.
if you're just in a relationship and the person is your partner, honestly, if you ask me, also in a marriage, I would want that, where we are two individuals dealing with our own things. Of course, we can go back to each other if
Right.
we need any kind of help. But it's not that this is something that we have to do.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Last, would you rather lend money to a loved one, risking the relationship if they don't pay you back, or decline the request and potentially strain the relationship?
Yeah, what amount are we talking about? No, I'd rather just say no.
You'd rather say no?
Yeah. Because you know what? Everything, there's a serious answer for everything.
Yeah.
If you're actually helping someone financially, you just have this unsaid sense of power. So even if you give money and the other person is not giving it back to you, it just kind of gets really weird. The
Yeah.
dynamic shifts. It's not the same.
Totally.
Yeah.
Weak baggage है ना सर पे.
So you'd rather say no. कि है ही नहीं मेरे पास. I can't give you.
Baggage मतलब chill करो, fuck करो. और हमारा खत्म हो गया would you rather questions. अब फाइनेंस की बात हो रही है तो कुछ फाइनेंस फन सेगमेंट भी करेंगे ना. You have to decode the financial terms. Decode क्या? Only full form.
Acha, let's try this.
KYC.
Know your customer.
Oh, score. GDP.
Gross domestic product.
Commerce अच्छा किया है इसने guys. TDS.
Tax deducted at source.
Yes.
Did you study anything before this session?
I am handling a Fab India store. I have to do all of
Oh,
this.
you're doing that. We didn't know that.
Yeah, so I have a Fab India store in Chandigarh.
Okay.
It's like a franchise store, like my store.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have to deal with all of this.
Not sure. IPO.
IPO. I don't know about this.
It's initial public offering. Do you know what an IPO is?
Yeah.
Oh, UPN. You use it daily.
I use it daily. Oh shit. I don't know.
Unified Payment Interface.
I wouldn't have known this.
Now you know.
Now I know.
Now you know. कोई भी financial questions हो, chill relax.
Yeah.
That's it for our fun segment 2. What advice would you give to other young individuals interested in pursuing a career in life and relationship coaching? What you do basically?
For this, I would say that get into it only if you naturally have it in you. Because if you are this person who can hold space for others, and space is not just space, it's a safe space. People have to trust in you, have to have that faith in you that things are not being judged, you're not being misunderstood. Only if you can do that, then you should go ahead and take up a degree or even a certification course. Just do it if you can do that. Because there's no education in this world that can teach you any of this. It's either you have it or you don't have it.
Amazing. Last question of the entire podcast. I can keep it going, but time come हमारे पास. So the last question: your relationship with finance. How do you approach financial management as a young professional? As you mentioned, you have a store as well. So in the coaching field, in whatever you're doing, whatever multiple things that you're doing, how do you manage your finances?
Okay, so I'm really bad with managing my finances, and that's one thing that I'm learning. That's something that I really want to learn.
This is also a process.
So it is a process
Yeah.
because you have to shift your mindset.
Yeah.
You cannot be that person. So until now, I used to be like, money is just energy. If it would go, then only it will come. You know, so this is how my things have been. So I've always wanted someone who manages my finance. I've never wanted full control of it. But at the same time, there are times when I feel really frustrated because I want to be independent. But what is happening is that my mindset is not completely changed. I am a spendthrift. I would just want to go and just blow my money if I have it in me. Like if I know I have it, I would just go and spend it. I don't have that saving mindset that okay, I should just save it for something. So my relationship, honestly, as of now, is not that great. With
That's
saving.
why you should come to digital tax. You. If you are also someone who can't manage their finances, let you know the what problem है, you can come to digital tax. Free chat है हमारे पास. You can ask us a number of questions just for free.
Yeah.
हम भी तो दे रहे हैं therapy. Financial therapy दे रहे हैं हम लोग.
तो वो दिमाग में घुसना भी तो चाहिए.
समझाएंगे ना.
हाँ.
बिल्कुल छोटे से.
Convincingly.
समझाएंगे.
हाँ.
जितने भी questions पूछने हैं पूछो. जब सर्विस लोगे तब चार्ज करेंगे. Jab the questions push through, you can ask n number of questions in our live chat. And one professional, they are sitting, actually not just chatbots, real professionals are sitting behind the chatbot to answer your questions.
That's amazing actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will get professional assistance.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. You've been amazing. काफी अच्छे answers मिले हमें. We were expecting or you have fulfilled our expectations beyond that.
I'm glad I could do that.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining in today, and we'll be back, guys. Stay tuned for what's coming up next in Boundaries and Balance Sheets presented by Jijita. And guys, if you want to reach out to Rebecca, we will keep her details in the YouTube description below, and she's doing amazing on Instagram, so we'll keep her bio link as well. वो तो पूछा ही नहीं उन्होंने पर्सनल किया बिजनेस why are you justified
बट वैसे स्टॉक नहीं किया.
हाँ मैं समझ गई.
कर ले यार क्या हो गया
Follow me.
फॉलो किया है
Sure.
अभी तक नहीं किया स्टॉक का स्टॉक किया छोड़ देता है bad behavior
stay grounded.
Yes, come to reality.
Yeah, basically.